Man, what is it with Star Wars games and getting canceled? 1313, Rivals, Project Ragtag, Uprising, Force Arena. It's so strange to me that what could possibly be the most lucrative IP for video games fails so often. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Bazaar and to another Star Wars gaming news update. Apologies if my voice sounds a little strange. I've been battling a cold and finally coming out on top of it. But as I'm sure most of you have heard by now, EA has, allegedly, canceled development of their upcoming open-world Star Wars game. This game, formerly known as Project Ragtag, was originally being developed by Visceral Games before EA shut them down in 2017. EA Vancouver took over development after that, but now it seems like the game, which has been recodenamed Project Orca, will not see the light of day for at least another couple of years if they even decide to go back to it at all. You could call this an indefinite hiatus. This is some very disappointing news, especially since EA has reportedly made the decision in order to shift focus to a smaller scale Star Wars game instead. That game is being slated for a 2020 release date, but there's no guarantee Orca will be started back up again after that. Since partnering with Disney for exclusive rights to make Star Wars video games, EA has, as of now, released 3 games, is in current development of 2 more, and has now canceled the same game 2 different times. This now after the news of Force Arena shutting down operations, as well as Disney canceling Star Wars Rivals earlier in 2018. Mix in the controversy surrounding Battlefront 2, which has haunted the game even to this day, and it seems like Star Wars video games just can't catch a break. Disney taking over Lucasfilm did have a lot to do with that, since many of the studios within Lucasfilm, such as LucasArts, were slowly being dissolved. If you look at the timeline of Star Wars games, it's pretty strong up until around 2011, and once Disney acquired the Star Wars rights the year after, we didn't see a major Star Wars release until EA's Battlefront 2015. Since then, we've seen just as many games canceled as there have been released, and for a fan, that's frustrating. I think there is a silver lining though, and some hope for Star Wars games. Mobile games are the future, I think, and I know some may not like to hear that since mobile gaming is not for everybody. I admit I'm pretty selective with it myself, but having the name Star Wars in the game does help, for me anyway. I mostly cover Battlefront 2 on this channel, but lately I've been playing and making videos on a mobile game called Star Wars Commander, the only current mobile game that is part of the official Star Wars timeline and canon. Commander is a base-building strategy game and was developed by Disney Interactive. Think Clash of Clans with a Star Wars skin. I never thought I'd get into it, but I did, and I ended up liking it a lot. In August of 2018, though, Disney announced a partnership with Zynga and plans to hand off operations of Commander to them later on this year. Zynga has also been cleared to publish an additional new Star Wars game, plus one more if they want, all on mobile platforms. This is great news for fans who aren't too happy about EA's current monopoly on Star Wars games, because it means that there will be other options besides just them. That's 3 Star Wars games not by EA already, though they are all on mobile. One of these 2 new games will be a mobile shooter and is being developed by Boss Alien, which I have covered in the past. EA will of course still be making games though, and like I said earlier, they are currently developing 2, one of which is Jedi Fallen Order. The other is a mobile strategy game called Rise to Power, which has been in a closed alpha testing phase since February 2018. Not too much more is known about it, other than you'll be able to control forces as either the Empire or the New Republic, and, as the name implies, rise to power. Let's not forget the ever so popular Galaxy of Heroes by EA, and it's safe to say that the mobile market will probably dominate Star Wars gaming for the next few years after Fallen Order's release. It makes sense. Mobile games are cheap to make and they rake in the cash. It's why more and more developers are hopping on the mobile train. My only hope is that quality in each of these titles is not sacrificed. I hope corners are not cut. Star Wars games have had a pretty rough couple of years, so we need some positivity surrounding these future releases. At the very least, we have Fallen Order to look forward to as the next major console release, and it's possibly the last major console release before the next generation systems are introduced, so it will be a pretty special occasion. And with that, I think this is a good place to end the video. Let me know what you think about the cancelled open world game, and also let me know your feelings about mobile games possibly being the future of Star Wars gaming. I appreciate you all stopping by the Bazaar. If you're a new viewer, I hope you consider becoming a subscriber, and if you like today's video, I'd really appreciate the thumbs up. This has been your boy, Turkish Delight, and I will see you all out on the battlefront. Peace. On this magic carpet ride, my name is hard to pronounce.
so call me Turkish Delight. I'm killing the track with all the homies on the mic. Hope they don't mind the hopeless of emotion that's in motion tonight. The mixtape dropping soon, probably in mid-June, just in time for summer and all of the available poon. In the meantime, I'ma roll it up tight. The food is I'm about to sing this.